So guys, hello. Today we are talking about the most underrated riffs, from my opinion, as a mature musician. Um, for me, we will mainly talk about 60s bands, the bands from 60s. So, many people heard The Zombies, She's Not There, the greatest hit of all time. I believe better than Beatles. So, check out She's Not There and then say, do you agree that The Zombies, this song was better than any other Beatles song? And by the day, we are talking about this niche of music that are really great. I don't know, maybe some people are not so into that, but people like who, at least in their childhood or when they were in their teenage years, they listen to punk rock. Um, so we are talking about like Kurt Cobain, maybe some people who still like punk rock. We will talk about the 60s, not Ramones. We'll talk about the Countdown 5, I believe, and their song Psychotic Reaction. And I believe they belong to this Nuggets era, the Nuggets era one hit wonders that wrote really great one hit, and they were really a wonder actually, because I believe these songs still are great. They are actually real nuggets, and they should be used in cinema, in films, and I believe they are used. So the Sonics, which wrote the Strychnine, and also other bands that wrote Louie Louie. So there very distinction between these two songs, Louie Louie and Strychnine, is the rhythmic part. I believe it makes Psychotic Reaction much more deeper, I mean musically, because we have different parts. So rhythm, the first is the verse. So we have, by the way, which is played on 12 strings guitar, in which two strings are tuned to the same note. So we like have E and E, A and A, D and D, G and G, and other stuff. Yeah, and in 12 strings guitar you have like these four strings, top strings, tuned to, like, you have one octave and different octave, one of which is more, I don't know, deeper or what. The lower the other is higher, and their first two strings, they are higher, like they are the same, because it's the same octave. Yeah. Yeah, so it's one crucial point. So you will not sound like five can down to five, don't remember really their names, because they had 12 strings guitars, and especially they had harmonica player. I believe there is a lot of reverb on here. It was really great. I'm not really a harmonica player, but to like really know all the nuances behind this song, you have to like watch the YouTube video. It's here on YouTube. It's open. It's like 1964. Yeah, let's make it like this. 1964 performance of this band with their hit Psychotic Reaction. Yeah, and you can see that actually it is, I believe it's not performed live, because the first point, Uh, Mainly in the end of the song, you can see that the harmonica player, he doesn't play anything. He doesn't put his mouth into harmonica. He just holds it in his hand. And but you can hear in the end the sound of harmonica. So it's the first reason why it was not performed like live, because it has their performance had still has their studio quality sound. I believe it's not true. But we should not blame them, and I don't believe we should blame anyone. The reason behind it is because still these days, people don't TV produce man. They don't let you play alive, because you will not play it as well. Yeah, you will not play it as well as it was recorded, and that's the reason. Yeah, and by the way, it was really great clip. I really motivated you to watch it, because actually these songs from 60s, they are great to like listen to and watch to, because you can see many different details, and it just like you can feel the atmosphere behind it, like all these bands that were a big stuff in like 60s, 70s, 80s, up until maybe 90s. Yeah, and then like everything changed, like a lot of changed, like our generation. By the way, this band, Countdown 5, they on their first, I believe, and last album, they made cover to My Generation. Many bands did this cover of the Who song, like for example Green Day. Yeah, and it's really cool, but still it's interesting that their hit wonder, Psychotic Reaction, it has the right voice for this song. Like other songs, some of them was made with the same like structure, with the same two chords, but they sucked, because I don't know. It seems like they were not so melodic, and the voice of the main vocalist, it fits great to this one hit wonder. Yes, Psychotic Reaction, and it doesn't sound right on like this My Generation. By the way, Green Day did cover of My Generation on their album, I believe their first album or second one. Yeah, it was great. So, but back to this song. Yeah, our generation, we did not like catch this era of bands. I mean, like Linkin Park and the Beatles and other stuff. It's already different kind of thing, and nowadays it's like all about rap music, popular music. It's cool, but still we lack this experience which our dad and mothers had, or maybe I don't know, grandparents. And it's cool to like really watch it and to like see this atmosphere behind it. It's really cool to see it live. So, and you can see the harmonica player, he did interfere with drummer. The drummer talked to him, and I thought, when I saw it, I thought, wow, this is a great drama. And I still believe it's great drama, because he played such incredible, maybe simple stuff. I'm not really into drums, but yeah, but the Psychotic Reaction distinguished itself from Louis and Streak 9, that it has at least two parts that are really distinctive and are great because of the drummer, who like entertain us, who make everything cool, because of I don't know, because it just suddenly stops and you have like this other solo stuff, and harmonica is great, everything is great, like it's really cool, it's really musical stuff, like happens that happens in, like, for example, my generation, where the vocalist suddenly stops and we can hear like only instruments. Yeah. So yeah, the vocalist is cool because he doesn't sing all the time during this song. He like like punches with his lines, and it's melodically and much more rhythmically, like really in time, really when it's needed to be. So let's first start with guitar stuff on this song. Oh, so the first thing which I would like to mention is like we have two separate guitars. Like the first one is overly distorted, and the second one is 12-string guitar of a singer which is named John and his singer. We have our harmonica player. I believe there is a lot of reverb here, and it's great, like really great. It's like organ because like it's 1964. Like you can have psychotic reaction, and like the Beatles song, for example, Love, Love Me Too, and just put it together, and it's different, like there is a lot of, it's much more, I don't know, cooler, like because Beatles, they have like this this riff that's going on harmonica, but it's something that we heard and it's a little bit outdated. But with psychotic reaction, harmonica player is like, it's like a synth in modern like songs, in like punk rock songs, because there is always a layer of piano or synthesizer that makes guitar parts more colorful, more, I don't know, cooler. Yeah, there is a lot of overdubbing. For example, I never knew that Nirvana, the first album, it was like the stone of power chords. It was like re-recorded at least twice, and that's why it sounds so like powerful. Yeah, so back to our song. It starts with like, it all happens around these three chords. Like the first one is G, the second one is E. They all major. They did not play power chords like no, like Louis Louis or Strychnine. By the way, Strychnine is great because they have like saxophone in their music, which is really great. Like, can you imagine like that? Like, for example, the Rolling Stones song, what is called? It's called not Start Me Up, like Satisfaction. It could be played with sax or something like on trumpet, and you can hear how it should be sound according to the guy who did the riff. It was what's his name? Okay, the guitarist of Lawrence, Keith Richards. He wanted to sound like with trombone or with saxophone. Listen to the guy who made Sitting on the Dock of Otis Reddington, something like this. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, the guy who sing the song. He made the version at the festival that is really like popular. It's before like Woodstock Festival. It was jazz music festival, but there were a lot of like rock stuff, psychedelic stuff, Jefferson Airplane, and Otis Reddington. I believe his surname is something like this. Sorry for that. He died actually, I believe, at it's at the age of 27 or 24. And yeah, it's really interesting to listen to the Rolling Stones songs that are without like guitar, that are on saxophone. It sounds really interesting. And like, guitar can always like sound a little bit of I don't know, boring, because it doesn't have sustain, like for example violin or strings, orchestra. And it's always saxophone. It's so beautiful. uh, yeah, and it's really cool that different rock bands, they use other stuff, but still such song as Psychotic Reaction, it reminds us that uh, it's cool that you can write a really cool riff if you're a beginner, and if you don't care about stuff much. Because the first stuff, I believe I could write something like this when I like was a beginner at guitar. Like, it's the first opening intro of the song. And we like 16 minutes into this talking about this song, Psychotic Reaction. So it's cool because it's like based on this, I would say, power chord, G power chord, or you can see it as like, if you're a bassist, a funk bassist, it's always that you build a riff around like octaves, yeah. So G chord, G power chord, or octaves, yeah. And so first thing we have, like, I would say this like bluesy thing, that firstly we have melody, yeah, melody. No, not melody, sorry, question, and then we have answer. So, sorry. So question is almost like answer, but it just ends on unrequited, I would say, one-sided, because we feel that something is a little bit off. We need to continue this, because it ends on the fourth of our first note. And just look at their geometry of this song, like of this intro, like it's like based on power chord, like, so G, and then G on their fourth string, yeah, and then we go in the fifth string on the fourth note, like the difference, yeah. I mean, it's like the third, it's C, but it's behind our first note, yeah, and it's a power chord to our G, and we like have this like relationship, like, yeah, here's a power chord, here's like this bluesy, I would say, bluesy chords with two notes, yeah. It's the fourth, yeah, of the first note, and then we go into here. So now we have power chord of G, yeah. So it was like, yeah, and then we go here. It's like, what's this? It's actually F chord, and the rhythm guitarist, he plays F chord, and we have F in our lead guitarist part, yeah. It's interesting. We have like two notes to our G. but it's like it has. I still don't know whether their rhythm guitarist with 12-string guitar was he playing the bass note of his on his guitar, or whether he just played like this first 4 strings, because he on the video you can see that he plays like this. Yeah, so back to other riff. So the first part is like is the question, because it's unanswered, and we wait here, and then we repeat question again. We repeat all the same notes, and we don't use any new notes. We go back to other fifth, and we have like power chord actually. Yeah, because remember what I said to you about this stuff. So it's octave, then it's the fourth, but a power chord like to our previous note. Then it's the fourth and the lead like note over, let's say, this high G string, high G note on the first string, yeah, or like D on D string, yeah, and or power chord, or it's just like two notes between it, between the previous note, yeah, and 2 notes between G and F. Crazy, yeah. It actually was D. It was D, yeah. And then we go to F. So if we put all the notes in the chord, let's do it like. So the first one is G. Second one is G. Then we have like C. Then we have D, and then we have F. Wow, so it's interesting. So there is like chords that were in this song. Like the first one, okay, let's try it. It's a little bit different, like. Let's make it more like a riff, like how it was, like. So it ends here, okay. Oh, it's hard to play. Maybe no. Yeah. It was interesting. It's simple. Yeah, but we need to, if we would play this riff as what to say, as chords. First thing, it's hard to play them, like to get to this like point that you are on the same like rhythmically you with the lead singer. But imagine if the guy with like the rhythm guitarist with 12-string guitar, he plays, and the other would play and the other would play something like this. So it will be really interesting, like, to have these two things together. Yeah, and I believe we should do it. Okay. So other stuff. So how we make it. Okay. So over distorted guitar. I believe I really should put this part into like 26, 20, 26, and 30. Yeah. Here, we'll try to record this. One. Okay. Yeah. Let's make it right here. So now I have to record this stuff. Okay. So what should I do? That's crazy. That's hard for me to process. Okay, I'll make it. Okay, back to this strange stuff. It was so cool that because I just push a button, and I recorded this stuff, the verse, of the song, and I then just push like C or V, I believe V, and it like corrected it made my pitch very high. I hope you can see it. It's actually a good idea. I can try to make it like really high. Oh, okay, back to sorry for that. Back to song. I don't know, maybe you're already bored at this, because actually I am. Really much talk, but we like talking nonsense. And why my mic double everything? But okay. So actually I tried it and it sounds really bad. I have like two ideas why on the earth wouldn't they use like the same shape for their second chord. And I don't know actually don't know. What I see is that they only use it in the beginning and then they do the little beat, but when this guy plays something, it seems that the lead guitar man, he doesn't play anything, and it still works. It's cool. Yeah. The second part of the guitar, I believe it's cool for learning your bands, and I still suck at band, so it's a great song for me because I listened to it many times, but still I may suck occasionally when playing it right. Yeah. Sorry. Well, no, it wasn't right. Something like this, yeah. Okay, whatever. So it's really cool, and it reminds me of another great riff, but from Janis Joplin, and it was like Janis Joplin and the Big Brothers company, and the holding company, something like this. Brothers holding company, yeah. Okay, but in that riff from Janis Joplin, we played like the guitar played power chord on A, B on B, which consists of only two notes, yeah, and the other guy would play something. Okay, what he played? Oh, sorry for my bands. Yeah, something. Yeah, he played almost the same stuff. It's really cool that you can just like play power chords. In Janis Joplin, they played just power chords because they had distortion, and if they played the full chord, it would literally suck. Because can you imagine if you like hold the strings and at the same time on the same position you would make a band? It would be strange, I believe. You can try it, and I can try it. I should try it because I'm not a teacher. You've seen all the stuff that I made. Yeah. So, but with big, not, but with count down 5, we have like clean guitar, and the guy plays, and then I really like this drum part. It starts right from here. a different pattern. We don't have such stuff in actually in Nirvana, for example. Some of their songs. I'm not a hater, I'm a lover. So their Streak 9 and Louis La, yeah, they repeated it over and over again, or Ramones, yeah, you know. But here we have like this. I even don't remember. He does something pentatonic here. Something like this. Actually not. And yeah, he does something pentatonic like over this. Still over one chord. He's still in this one F G chord, yeah. And then he does like this. Yeah, that's cool. That's all right. But yeah, his pentatonic was like on point because it never gets boring. Like with these 80s or 70s long solos, and what is crazy is what a rhythm guitar does. He just put his fingers like here, like a Pink Floyd bassist, and do something like, I don't know. It's like maybe. It's completely a strumming without any single note. I don't know how to do it. I didn't try it enough, but maybe it's some stuff that is like on Radiohead. Like you remember this part. Like not one actually can repeat it, and with this stuff, no, there were no single note, just simple strumming and simple like rhythm with it. And it was really great. Like, can you imagine like who would like think like anyone would you do this stuff like because they just like are emphasize on the drum field, and it's really cool. Yeah, so that's what I like about this song, that like consists of, it has two verses like that really changes the drum. It's really cool, with something strange with like this harmonica, because we don't play it initially, but it really make us, I don't know, really make song more entertainable, with guitar that never repeats itself. I mean, it repeats itself, but it never over repeats itself. Like for example, I did with some stuff that I created. So when you do it for too long, it starts to like be really boring, and people music, they don't want to hear it, because many people just listen to song, they don't dance to it, and still if they dance to it, it would be like they still would feel that it's over, that you over on some place, like that you repeat one still over and over again. But the lead guitarist, he plays something over this G chord, and it's you feel that he entertained you, that he never like repeat or doing stuff over and over again, though their songs, other songs of this band, they are less entertaining, they are less like melodic, less catchy, less, I believe, thought. Yeah, so that was cool. And about the rhythm guitar, I would say that I see the parallel with Nirvana acoustic song. Maybe it was acoustic. So the first he played it like yeah, it called "The Money Will Roll," and he just did what he did. So it was the first part, like we can say, and then the second part, the answer. And it's cool that he uses the same notes, like, but they create different feelings, like only 4 notes, but he comes back to the notes that were before, and it makes it different. And the same stuff with his rhythm. The first part, like when I listened to it, I always thought that there it can be that there are only 2 chords. I even didn't think about it. It was clear for me that there are at least like 4 chords or 8 chords, something like this, because I felt entertained. I never felt that it was like simple 2 chord strumming, but he makes some kind of like question, like the first, though it's the same chords, like, and the same stuff, like, yeah, but he like with solo guitar, he just puts this note, come back to it, yeah, and he kind of just like strums it more oftenly, more repeatedly, yeah. So the first time, and Kurt Cobain did the same with this riff, yeah. So he starts with, and then he goes it more often. He does it more often. And in here we can hear it. Oh, I forgot how to play it. Yeah, I believe something like this. And then, yeah. I feel so bored, feel so, oh. I feel so bored, I feel so tired. Without your pants, you were right behind. Yeah, something like this. And about the lyrics, I can relate to them personally because they about like crushes. Like we have crushes on someone, and we have this fantasy. Like everybody had it, still has, and it's just over relatable. The name of the lead singer, yeah, he just did the same stuff with other songs. They all were about love and this like needing for other person, yeah, and like songs are great for that. I believe, yeah, it's great that it's that this crushing remains only on guitar and song, not boarding, no, bringing other people, you crush, yeah, with this neediness, yeah. So it's like relatable and it's dramatic. Maybe it like that what makes this song. By the way, write on the comment if there were if your most favorite songs to which you don't actually heard lyrics. I mean that the situation when you just it's your favorite song but you don't pay much attention to the lyrics, and then when you like start to read what's it's so relatable to you, and it's like he sings about you. Like, or for me it was like actually surprising that with songs that I loved, with punk rock songs, it was actually really about me. So like if you like research your songs, like try to see the lyrics, like what's it about, I believe at least I was surprised. Like it was like many songs like was the situation that I was in, like seems that they sing about me song. Yeah, and write down like in comments section if you had the same stuff, like that the song was actually about you, but you didn't know about it, you just like it, but lyrically it like was really for you, made for you, not only musically but lyrically too. So it's like two stuff that are completed each other. Yeah, so what other stuff I would like to say about the song? Let me check. I did it so like I did all this stuff. I mean, yeah. So Janis Joplin and other stuff. It's interesting that Janis Joplin like this piece, what piece of my heart. Yeah, I believe that's the name of the song. And Aerosmith, they like have the same. Like if you listen to the what rhythm guitarist plays on the Aerosmith tracks, it's actually seems that they play this moody, this Morrissey blues stuff, this stuff like. Yeah, and they actually played the same stuff like. Yeah, Chuck Berry plays something like this, but again, so it's cool that this song it just has. So it has a vocalist, which is really cool. He can sing this track, this particular. I mean, he did other stuff, but it was like okay. It was like okay, but with this song it was like really cool because he did this like Nirvana stuff like or Beatles like John Lennon. It's like I wish he's in heaven. Uh, because so you remember when the Beatles played and what's the name of the song like A Hard Day's Night or something like this or you can hear this John Lennon's really like Nirvana kind screaming a vocal and John did the same stuff with some parts in I believe in transition, yeah, in transition when there's drum fill, he screamed and it really feels great. So it was in 60s. That's crazy. The same stuff with Strychnine. It's crazy that Strychnine is always about what? Strychnine is about some junky stuff that will make you die, or it's for rats actually. Poison for rats, yeah. But song is great. Like, please write in the comments if you have other like this energetically good, like not good, like really cool songs. Still grabs you by your throat that you can't even go to the I don't know toilet to pee while you listen to this song because it's really cool because I don't know. Yeah, so I have like only 3 songs like this from 60s. It was the Strychnine, Louie Louie, and Psychotic Reaction. Yeah, so we have like vocalist. Yeah, it's great. Like no, I can do this. I can do this screaming, and this like rhythmic. I don't know, rhythmic like that you feel where you need to stop because I don't like actually don't like you know there's more a lot of singers that they just sing and they never stop and it's like for me it feels like they hit me with something it never stops that it just make song really I don't know really it really pisses me off because I don't want to listen it. I don't feel any uprise soul moment. I just feel like I want to turn it down because it's exhausting. And when I write songs, I actually do this too. It's hard to like to play and to sing like the verse, but with some kind of like understanding that you should, for a lot of time, you should stop. Like for example, dire straits. Otherwise, it would be like you wouldn't feel this dynamic. The same stuff like I believe we have with Beatles. At least I feel so. I feel so. And I make another video. I hope so. That will make it. And it's hard and it's actually interesting. So the rhythm plays a lot of stuff. We have this like verse, like intro, verse, and can we say that it was a chorus without a singer singing his line? It's cool. The song is just 2 minutes, but many songs today they don't make it entertaining. Yeah, it's hard to do to make it entertaining. So that's why I like this song. Yeah. Still, with the amount of songs like that came 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Like, I listen to it, listen, and I just feel like it's too much. Like, many people did great music. Like, music doesn't feel anymore any that good. So I believe that it's better for me to restrain myself from a lot of music, because it's like something strange. Like, music is something that touches your soul, and stuff. It's like, it's not that you get satisfaction from it. It's that you have something personal with it. You have something like emotional, and I would say that stuff with feelings that it shouldn't be like, I don't know, some kind of overhearing of music, over listening to music. It just makes stuff not right. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's not right. Oh, what's other stuff I would like to say about the song is that, like, the bass, yeah, I don't know what notes it plays it with, just 3 and 1, but it's cool that we have this full we have the lowest points, lowest bass notes, and highest notes, and everything is in time and in pitch. Yeah. Other stuff is bassist, this guy who plays guitar, and this guy who plays harmonica. They're great, because we have like guitar that is really on game. He never over repeats himself, and still he's just in the shape of one chord. That's really cool. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Can you imagine this song is made over 2 chords? It's really entertaining. And that's crazy. The only thing he doesn't believe that he do this trippy thing, that he anxious thing, that he goes to the bottom of the guitar. Maybe, but I believe most of the time he's still in this F shape. And what I like about the F shape is that like, we can make it like, we can think of shape in this in actually 3 notes, like E3, B3, and G4. And it's cool. Yeah. So I believe that I hear more the higher notes. I hear mostly the higher notes than the lowest in the song. Yeah, and it's cool. Believe he might play this stuff, because it's like, though it depends, but still for me, like, it's real that he actually plays these highest strings, highest notes. And what else? Bass notes. It's cool. It should be there. And harmonica player is just really crazy. The drummer is crazy. It's really put well together. Really thought. Maybe there is something that I still didn't look into. My analysis wasn't that deep. And yeah, I'm not a musician, a professionally trained musician, and that's why I can ignore some stuff, but not because I want to, just because I don't know, just because I am who I am, and that's how I analyze everything. Okay, I believe I can't record anything. Sorry, please, sorry for such a long conversation with such long pauses and different stuff that I was talking about. Please, I don't know, let me know how bad this video was, or maybe some are good points, something positive about this video. Should I, what should I change with my content? Or what should I don't know, should I continue this stuff, or what do you like about this video, what ideas, especially I would like you to comment about the ideas. Don't comment anything, but yeah, if you relate to some ideas, please let me know. Okay, so that's all for that. Sorry, I record this video late at night, that's why I'm so messy. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.